Football and darts, two of the biggest sports right now in the UK. It's what everybody's talking about. So why not create a podcast, sit down with guests weekly, and release two episodes about the two good sports. Welcome everybody to the Mirren Maniac show.
Hey, do it now. Yeah, hey.
That is very loud.
Well, my phone's muted, so I didn't hear it. So.
Well, there you go then. Welcome back. As you can see, I'm joined by Owen, who's decided to call himself negative 16. So, Derry Rangers fan watching. I hope you enjoy that one. How are you doing, Owen?
Oh, not bad. How we doing?
Aye, not bad. I suppose the only thing to do is get started, and as I say, two episodes weekly. One will be about football, one will be about darts. I'll be sitting down with multiple different guests, but since it's Owen, and since it's episode one, it's only right we speak about what happened last night. And Celtic did play a game last night. They defeated Dundee United 2-0. Goals to them from Daizen Maeda and Rio Hatate. I know this is a good thing about bringing you on because I didn't watch a match. You were there. So you can talk us through a bit about how the match went, the two goals, and what your thoughts are on Celtic season overall.
Well, first of all, it was absolutely freezing. Honestly, hope everyone wrapped up last night because oh my god, it was terrible.
I bet you were
Well, I did have shorts on underneath my shoulders, but alright, you can't even go anywhere without shorts. There you go. Nah, but first it wasn't the greatest. Like obviously, we know every game we can't play well every game, all game and all that. So there's always going to be a game that you don't. It's not going to be pretty, but as long as you get the 3 points, and that is the main positive that you get out of it. The first goal was quite nice. I like how we just straight away won the ball back. We done the defender taking slightly biggest touch and all that, and then McGowan does well to nip in, and then we're just lucky that the goalie parries it, and we're just lucky again that the goalie's made us there to just finish it off. So it's a nice wee neat finish out of the corner. Then it just felt like one of the games that from last season. It was going to be one of the games from the Ross County one that you just win 1-0. But as long as we got a set, we just needed a second to just kill the game off, and we got that. Very well, nicely left by Paolo Bernardo, because that is a nice wee dummy, and it's a neat finish from Atati, right in the good finish with his left foot as well. Could have been better near the end. Palmer had a good shot saves, so did Bernardo as well. But for going through the season, I think we're in a great place. Honestly, we're in a fantastic place, and hopefully we just keep winning and winning, and then I think even they drop points more. So
Like you never know, they play away again tonight, and we know how
Yep.
Rangers are away from home. Never good. But Brendan Rodgers labelled the Celtic support brilliant, and it helped his team push the win over the line. Obviously, Brendan Rodgers has been in the news recently for quite a few headlines about the support, and more specifically about Kieran Tierney chants. What were your sort of thoughts on, you know, I believe you were at that Celtic game where the Kieran Tierney chants happened?
No,
Uh,
I was obviously
Aye.
wanting thoughts of that game, but I went on the YouTube when I came out, when I came in from work, and I heard that they were saying Kieran Tierney chance, and to be honest with you, I just laughed a wee bit. It was brilliant.
Aye,
And
what were
then
your thoughts on that? Because obviously Rodgers did label it disrespectful towards Greg Taylor, who, credit to him, he's been a good servant for Celtic. But do you
um,
agree or disagree with Rodgers?
uh, I do agree with it, because obviously a guy has put a lot of effort into your team, and you're sending another guy's name that's not even here yet and he might not even be coming. He might not even be coming back. And we're saying that guy's name that might not even be coming back. Obviously, I've said about maybe like 5 days ago, in a heartbeat, taken back in a heartbeat. Same way, obviously, I said about Jota as well, heartbeat as well, taken back. But I feel like it's disrespectful to sing about somebody else that a guy's on the football park and he's playing the game. I heard against St Mirren, the two of them, Rodgers and Taylor, both went right down the tunnel after the game. But they both stayed out last night, and the chant did get mentioned again last night, right to the end. And it was loud and clear. It was loud and clear from the Green Brigade. Literally, they sang it loud, and the Green Brigade responded to Roger's his media thing, and they've just went in a rant and just sang about all players all night. They sang about Wanyama, McGrew, Jota, Sinclair, generally. Sang about everyone you could get. I was just waiting for Effie Ambrose to come up, but he didn't. Nah, but generally, I feel that I definitely. I think it's disrespectful in a player that's been there, put his heart out. I know he's not over the best player at Celtic now. He's not been the greatest.
I don't think he ever will be. I think that Taylor's very much a player that's he's a reliable player. Like, you can put him into a Celtic starting 11 and he'll do just fine. But I don't
definitely
think he'll be a star at Celtic.
Yeah, definitely. But honestly, I hope that Kieran Tierney does come back. And honestly, I don't even Greg Taylor. I don't even mind. I don't mind Greg Taylor one bit. But there's just things I just wish he would do better. It's just see when he bats off the fender, like bats off every time when somebody's coming at him. Just go and put the foot in, man. Come on, just put it in.
Just to ask you about that, about Kieran Tierney, because it's a pretty high investment for Celtic. You know, I know Tierney loves the club, and for what I read in reports, he quite clearly wants to come back to Celtic. But you're going to be paying a guy about, my rough estimate, about £3 million a year, because he has on about 6 at Arsenal, I believe. So you'd net it off that, because let's be honest, Celtic can't afford to pay his full wage bill, unfortunately for them. It just won't happen. So we already know Tierney will need to take a pretty big wage cut if he wants to come back.
Yep.
That's a player that over the past 3 years, injury record has been horrific. He's barely managed a full season under his belt. So is that something that you want to take a risk on, in terms of you'll be paying him? He'll be the most expensive player in the Celtic team, most likely, and you'll be paying him that big amount of money, and he might not even be able to make it through a full season.
I mean, well, that is a big risk that you obviously take. Obviously, he gets so unfortunate with that injury when he was at loan at Real Sociedad, and it kept him for quite a long time. I feel like I think you've got to take a risk somewhere, and I think that's why them. And plus, because you're just hoping as well that Greg Taylor does get that new deal, well, the new contract under, but will he want to be signing a new contract when if he does come back, if it is? But I think you've just got to, obviously the wage cut's going to be massive, he's going to lose. But I think with Tierney, I think the wage cut he takes, he wouldn't be too bored, because he absolutely just adores this club. And
I think he's made it very clear in the press that he's up for the move back, you know, rejecting contracts with Brentford, West Ham.
Yep.
But the reports are saying so.
Leicester as well.
He does look up for it.
He definitely does look up for it, and I'm just hoping that we get the finger out and just get it over the line, basically.
Aye. Other transfer news with Celtic: Welsh completes Mekele on loan move. He's joined there on loan to the end of the season. Doesn't really surprise me, to be honest. I don't know if it surprises you, but he's a player that wants game time, so that move probably makes sense for all parties.
Aye, definitely. Obviously, I wish him the best luck, obviously. at his new team. Hopefully it goes well for him. Hopefully he doesn't get injured like he always does. It happens every time when he plays for us. But good luck to him, and hopefully he gets what he wants, and hopefully has a good run of games and plays well on them. But it didn't surprise me. It was only a matter of time that he went on loan because he wasn't going to play ahead of Trusty, Vickers, Scales, and whatever.
Another centre back to quickly touch on, Nawrocki, is reportedly unhappy at Celtic and wants to leave the club. Is that another one like Stephen Welsh that he's just never going to get ahead of these big centre backs that you've already got?
He's not. He is one. I'd literally when we signed him last season, I'm like, brilliant. We've got a new 4.5 million centre back in the door. Brilliant. Get him started every game, and the injuries have absolutely mucked him. Literally get injured about 3 or 4 games in, and it absolutely mucked his season. And that's when Scales came right into the team when he played that brilliantly at Ibrox, and Scales just kept his place ever since. And Miroska couldn't get a sniff because the injury mucked him. Scales was playing out his world basically, and obviously had like Vickers was injured at that point, and Lagerbielke had to step in for him. But he's another one that needs to get a loan or just sell basically because he's not going to get anywhere. He might if he doesn't leave this window, he might get the 4th round of the cup. He might, hopefully. I want to see him do something. I want to get him a run of it, but
He's
not getting it.
In the cup in Celtic's next upcoming games, 2 away games next for Celtic, Ross County and Dundee away, and then you play that cup game against Kilmarnock. You are 16 points clear in the league, so for these next 2 away games, do you just want to get the wins in these because these are games that can be slip-ups? Is it just a case of Celtic fans now go out there and get the points and just keep this 16-point gap? I mean, it could be even more depending on how Rangers fixtures go.
Oh no. I feel like obviously away to Ross County. Ross County are putting up form a wee bit, and it's not going to be an easy game. It's basically just like last night. Just get the job done. It's like get the job done, whatever scoreline it is, but just win the game. That's it. That's all you want to do in these games. It's actually the same as last season as well at Dens. Honestly, we won 2-1 away. The first game of the split, I'm pretty sure it was. James Forrest obviously putting up the 2 goals, and then they get a goal back with either own goal, and then it was a bit nervy towards the end, but we get the job done, and then so that's what we need to do. And the same as Ross County this season, we get the job done with Johnston, Kuhn getting the 2 goals that we needed to turn it around. But we just need to. It's that as well, but don't get beat. That's what you don't want. Just you don't want to get beat, but you don't really want to be dropping points. So just get the 3 points back down the road and look forward to a Scottish Cup tie and then get the next round it.
Aye. Just moving on for Celtic a wee bit, looking at other transfer gossip going on right now. Cagliari are considering a new move for Rangers forward Cyril Dessers. Pretty interesting one that. Don't know if the forward would be up for leaving Rangers.
Who is that, by the way?
What?
What team is that?
Cagliari, the Serie A team.
Ah, yeah, right, okay.
Over in that would be an interesting one. That's wouldn't be too mad at that, obviously. They're still pretty hot after that cup final when they didn't take the penalty. So out in this event, Cyril Dessers was going to leave. Other news, Hearts forward Liam Boyce is close, reportedly, to joining Derry City over in Ireland. So that's another one where, but you know what, for what I heard for Hearts fans, he's actually been into Hearts starting 11 and done quite well in the last few weeks. So
I thought he'd been brilliant.
Aye, it'll be interesting to see how that one progresses.
Is that a loan?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Transfer, it doesn't say here.
Where's Shanton? Is he injured?
Shankland, yes, I believe Shankland's injured, but Hearts also did just sign another forward, Elton Kabangu.
Yeah.
I can't even remember where he joined for, but he joined for Thunder. So he's pretty. He's probably going to take Liam Boyce's spot, you'd imagine.
Yeah.
Dundee United's on loan Wrexham forward Sam Dalby, who's the top goal scorer in the Premiership, is expected to see the season out at Tannadice, which
Good.
is only a handball game good progression. We already know he's the top goal scorer in the league, so he's definitely no shy of a few goals.
His chance last night, by the way. Honestly, I watched the highlights and oh my god, right? So he done well to like take the chest control and then turn and shoot. He got called offside, and I'm like, how? And I'm like, the ball came in, he was offside. I'm like, he's not even offside. He's actually behind the ball when it comes in. I'm like, what? Oh,
Other news, Nicholas Coon was pulled from Celtic's starting lineup minutes before Wednesday's Scottish Premiership win over Dundee United. I did not know that for the game. I
yeah.
know you played.
He
So then
was.
how Coon
I've not heard it and how he is, but he was he was meant to be getting assessed today. I was hearing, but I've not heard it in just yet. But I was literally, I was confused because when we were about to go in the huddle, I was like, hold on a minute, who is that? And I'm like, that's Yang. And I'm like, where the heck, what? And then the guy just said, one change to the start of 11. Nicholas Kuhn is Jan is replacing Nicholas Kuhn. I was like, great, brilliant. But it was a fire shoot. He's at a fire shoot, and we're hoping it's not a tear because if it is, then he's out for 6 weeks. There you go.
Well, I have a pretty big responsibility for Young to step in.
He's so bad.
I was going to say, if anybody listens to the Clay One Super Scoreboard, Hugh Keevans rinses that man weekly. He hates Young. I'm guessing you're the same.
Well, I don't rinse him, but I know what he's made of. I know what he's made of. I remember he came on against Hibs, and he was getting in the byline, he was beating his man, he was doing that, and then he's just not doing it. He's not doing what he should be doing, and it annoys me. And well, I don't even mind the result, but he's just not doing what he needs to do. So if Kuhn's going to boot and he needs to step in, well, do your job, son, because we've no get Forest, we've no get an all right winner right now, and we need to buy one. We need to get a winner.
Aye. Tonight there is also a game.
Yep.
They take on Rangers. When this comes out, this will be on the Friday. So by that point, when you're watching this, the result would have already happened. But a team news for that game: Dundee have 8 players unavailable: Scott Fraser, Zayad Larky, Joe Shaughnessy, Antonio Portales, Jordan McGee, Billy Kuameto, Finn Robertson, and Charlie Riley will all miss the visit of Rangers. John Sterling is a doubt for Rangers, who are already without a host of first choice defenders, as well as goalkeeper Jack Butland and suspended midfielder Nico Raskin. Leon Balogun, Nerasho Casanweirjo, I think that's how you pronounce his name, I probably butchered that.
What is it, the right back?
The defender. George Suter and James Tavernier are all still missing, as is midfielder Colin Lawrence. Balogun is
Go be him.
I forgot he existed and Balogun is the closest to returning, but Thursday's game comes too soon for the centre back, while Suter and Tavernier will also miss the weekend game against St Johnstone. So Rangers are going through a bit of an injury crisis. Just anyone listening, by the way, this is all being reported through the BBC. So if any of these players do play, Magic play, no my fault. The BBC, you can bring it up with them. Rangers manager Philippe Clement said, in away games, it's not a story about one thing, it's a story about the whole season, like the Hibs game. The team played really well and we scored 3 really good goals, so we had domination. But you can see 2 goals that are avoidable by winning the duels. It's about duels, it's not about organisation. And you get a penalty against us where I see people who have played football say this is not a penalty. So that is also something to take into consideration. But yes, I was not happy about the St Mirren game and the Motherwell game by starting well, then getting a goal against us with individual mistakes and then rushing things. To me, that is Clement making up excuses. Now, Clement is funny in the way he talks in his press conferences. He just does. It's just the way he talks, I think, for me. I just find him hilarious to listen to. But he really does make up a lot of excuses in these press conferences. Try to say it's individual mistakes. Just give credit to the other team. Hibs played really, really well. After the 20 minutes, Rangers should have had the game wrapped up because they were 2-0 ahead. But again, they didn't, and they let Hibs back in the match. Against us, it wasn't the individual mistakes. It was really too well what goals for us. I'd argue the first one was probably an individual mistake more because what is Jack Butland doing?
Yeah.
Second one, it's good work for a Younger. I'm not claiming this. It was a bad touch by John Sterling. It was a great tackle for a Younger to win the ball.
There wasn't any bad touch at all. Younger just done what he had to do, and he just won the ball brilliantly and just ran on the pitch.
It was good hold-up play for Mini, then obviously back past the boy once, so Clement just talks a whole load of nonsense for me.
I still see that strike in my eyes, mate, honestly, honestly.
I've got the old look in the head all the time.
Aye, honestly.
But in terms of that game then tonight, just quickly, what do you think the score will be? What's your score prediction?
It's not going to be it's going to be like last night for us. It's not going to be a pretty game. I don't think it's not going to be like one of the ones that's going to be a high scoring game and all that. Like, it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be absolutely freezing up there as well. But I don't know. They have put them in one. Do I know? Because every time I say they're going to win, they don't. Every time I say they don't, they win. Last season at Dens it was 0-0. I'll go 2-1 Rangers.
Alright, just for my prediction, I'm going to go 2 each. I think
Nice.
Rangers got more points. I don't...
It's on Sky?
Aye, it's on Sky Sports, I believe.
Good stuff.
That record is just too poor for me to even think that...
Is it 5 in it?
What?
Is it 5 wins away on the road?
I think so. They're sixth. I was reading something the other day that they're sixth in the away form chart.
Aye.
Not any other Rangers manager would get sacked, but unfortunately, I don't think they can afford to sack Clement right now.
No.
I'm looking at the weekend games. Maybe you can help me out here. There's 10 games. No 10 games. There's 10 teams playing on the Saturday and Sunday. Try to work out what 2 teams are missing, and so far I've got Dundee and Kilmarnock. They're not playing the weekend.
Right.
I don't know why that is.
Are they playing Sunday?
No. So the fixtures of the weekend, we'll go through them quickly and just give score predictions. Ross County versus Celtic.
I'll go 3-0 Celtic.
Alright, I'll go 2-0 Celtic. Hibs versus Motherwell.
That's a tough one, by the way. Hibs playing no bad, Motherwell playing okay. 1 each.
Alright, I'm going to go 2-0 Hibs. I think Hibs pick up another one. I really like what David is doing there. I think it's good that Hibs did buy him and they're finally getting the rewards. Mirren versus Dundee United. No, obviously get into this one, just, I'm always going to speak a wee bit more about St Mirren. Fucking shoot me. St Mirren, 4 points off of 11th, 3 points off of 5th. This is a game that will determine how, I think this will determine how the rest of the season goes, because we've lost 3 times this season to Dundee United already. If we lose again, we will be sucked right into the bottom.
Yep. Well, I think Robertson will know that, and he'll say to his players, "Look, get your finger in the gear, because this isn't good enough." I know away to Celtic is you don't really expect it, but but the other ones.
There's 2 other games in there. There's away at Kelly where we can just never seem to win. We've not won away at Kelly. 2013, I said.
Dundee at home is absolutely mucked it.
Is not what you want. We've got Zach Hemming back. I don't even want to talk about his performance at Celtic. It's fucking hell. I wanted to jump.
It's one game, so hopefully he comes in it.
Again, he's not played in months at Leyton Orient, so you know what? I reckon he'll be fine. But
I said that.
when, especially with the first goal, in my opinion, when that's coming at you like that, it doesn't matter if you've not played in a month or a year. You should be
I know.
doing that. But
2-1
with
St Mirren.
the game, you're going 2-0 St Mirren.
2-1.
Alright, 2-1. Alright, we desperately need to win here.
Yep.
I mean, this is a Dundee United team that haven't won the last two, so if we're ever going to beat them, it's going to be now.
Yep.
I'm going to go St Mirren 1, Dundee United 0, and like the last minute, I think it'll be a boring game, and I think we'll nick it at the last minute. That might be biased, but
86-minute winner. Gerald, I was about to say Gerald Taylor, jeez. Richard Taylor.
who you go for, Richard Taylor?
Well, obviously you're 1-0, so 1-0, 86-minute, Gerald Taylor, header. Boom, have that.
It'll be 1-0, 93rd minute, and it'll be Zach Kemen for a corner. On to Sunday, Aberdeen take on Hearts. That's a pretty good game.
Oh, actually.
I'll give you my prediction first. I'm going to go Aberdeen 0, Hearts 1.
No,
I think it goes to 11 games without a win for.
I think this will be a 1 each.
Alright, I mean, I cannot believe how bad Aberdeen have been this season. It's astonishing to me, like, how you can go for being such in cruise control for third place. And I'm not even going to say second, because second was never going to happen.
No.
Second was a fever dream for Aberdeen.
No.
They were just never going to keep up consistency, but I didn't expect the fall off to be so big.
No.
And if they go 11 games without a win, I'm sorry to Philip, but he's under pressure.
I know.
He is. And finally on Sunday, so this is what I mean, this is only Rangers versus Johnson at Ibrox. I'm going to go 3-0 to Rangers. They're not going to drop points at Ibrox. They're top of the form charts at home. So this will be a win for Rangers.
2-0.
Alright, so Dundee and Kilmarnock don't play this weekend. I know Dundee have got Celtic next Tuesday, but Kilmarnock don't actually play again until next Saturday, a week on Saturday, so that's interesting. They've managed to somehow get a week off.
They've got a day's rest.
Aye, I know Kilmarnock obviously played last night as well. We're not going to talk about that game because it finished 0-0. For what I heard, it was horrible.
I mean, obviously the VAR review made Kilmarnock draw the game, and I seen on Instagram Lewis Mayo absolutely sent Andy Hardy to the shots, and wow. Brilliant.
Well, it's no hard to send him to the shops. He's about 35 now.
No.
He moves like a traction engine, Jesus. Like, it must take him a while to go out of bed in the morning. You'd imagine.
Probably.
But no, we'll wrap that up for episode 1. We're going on the 30-minute mark. That has been Mirren Maniac. Owen, thank you so much for joining me. I'll leave all the links to Owen's social medias in the description. I'm not going to get you to read them out because I can't even remember mine half the time. So
I can't remember my name, so.
I'll save you that. But thank you so much for coming on for episode 1.
No problem.
This one will be out, as you've seen, this will be on the Friday. There will be a darts episode out on probably Monday, Tuesday, which me and Owen are literally about to go and record. So we'll go and do that. But thank you so much for watching. I'm excited to see what's next for this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.